Fish on. Whee. Going back this one. So the sun's off behind the trees now. And another one. Another species. Yeah, I was chatting away to you there then, and the rod went bang bang, and then black line. Well, we just picked up a much bigger one. Well, we've got a booty here. Biggest one. Well, I've got an absolute, whoa, an absolute monster here. Well, this is getting silly now. The session's becoming crazy now. Leg on, got another big. That's quite a weird thing to see coming up the river in the middle of the night. Well, it's been a bit quiet for about 45 minutes. And then I just had this beast. Well, I don't know what just happened there, but I had a tip sitting in my rod. Evening everyone, how you doing? I'm Carl. So you joined me down Hornland tonight. Got a fair bit of breeze coming left, really blowing the water. But I've got brolly and stuff set up to the side to me, stopping all the wind and stuff. And obviously the mics are cancelling out as well, so that's good. I'm going to fish 2 feeder rods, one out in the middle, one close in. And we're going to see what species we can pick up. That's a completely new spot to me. I've just put the rods out. I've got a bite on the left hand rod already. Before I looked away. So I'll spin you around and show you what's what. And let's start fishing. So I've got 2 rods sitting there like so. One out to the right, one out to the left. The smaller one this side is actually out in the middle. And the bigger one's actually close in at the moment, but I'll probably swap them around later on. That's pretty much, there we go. Nice bite on the left hand rod there. Nice start. I've literally just put it out. It's been out 30 seconds. And it's tapping away. Looks like a roach bite to me. So there's plenty of boats going past at the moment. There's literally one every probably 20-30 seconds flying up and down at the moment. Not sure that will calm down a bit as the evening goes on. Evening. Fish on, everyone, fish on. Whee. What have we got? Needs a net. Oh, we have one in the net. Not a bad start. So, first fish, everyone. Mr. Bream. That'll be jubbly. Not a bad start. I'm literally getting a bite every time I put it out, just in case they're hooking into some. I think there's some small roach and stuff out there. But we'll keep swapping the baits around and see if we can get a few more bites. But not a bad start. Fish on. Fish number 2. Another bream. Got all grass in the net, so they keep getting grass on them, but they're alright as soon as they go back in. I'll be jubbly. Plenty of boats. A sailboat. I was getting bites that time as I was settling down. I could feel the rod pulling as I was putting on the rest. I stopped now, so. Fish on. It's only a small one, I think. Yeah. Mr. Rudd. So the sun's off behind the trees now. Disappearing quite quickly. It's not going to be too long before it's dark now. We're going to have to go in the dark. I've got to keep that down there, just in case we get a couple of really nice ones, so we can hold on to them to take a photo at the end. Oh, bite on the right hand rod there. I'm literally getting a bite most casts. Look at that, look. They're absolutely attacking it, but I think a lot of them are small roach and rudd. I'm sure we'll find some bigger fish in between. Fish on. Whee! It's fighting back, guess what? It's hard to tell because you've got the tide run as well as the fish. Could be a bigger one, or could just be playing with the tide. Slightly bigger, yeah. Slightly bigger than the ones we've had. There you go, everyone. Mr. Bream. A little bit bigger than the others. So that's pretty cool. Let's see if we can keep them getting bigger. And see if we can find some other fish as well. At least we're getting a few bites and getting a few fish. Ain't been here too long yet. Let's get it in the net. So basically the setup, I've got a nice straightforward setup tonight. Just got the feeder like so, sliding down from weight to weight. So when the fish picks it up, bang, and it hooks it. And the last weight down to about 1.5 foot. And then a bunch of maggots. That's what I'm doing at the moment. I'm actually fishing braid, but I've got a foot of mono leader. That's what we'll do. We'll run and put the hook and the feeder on. I'm just tapping it out to center of the river at the moment. Letting it go down. And literally within half a minute, at the most of the time, I'm getting a did. Already, it's already going. Unbelievable. Lots and lots of little fish down there. Let's see if we can find some much bigger ones. Fish on. It's getting silly now. I'm getting plenty now. That'll be jubbly. Let's get it in the net. It's crazy. I'm literally getting bites within 30 seconds to a minute. I think I'm going to need one of the rods. I'm just going to put a really big bait on, like 3-4 bits of corn, something like that, and let it just sit there and see if we can find something different. And I'll keep using the other rod. God, I'm so covered in slime. It's all over my legs, all up my t-shirt, all up my arms. It's everywhere. But it's all part of the fun. Right, let's get this rod back in the water. And this is what we're doing on the other rod. Same setup, sliding feeder. Got corn and stuff on this rod, like some. Putting bigger baits on this rod, and we're going to see if we can find something different. The other rod's fishing maggot and worm at the moment, and it's, like I say, as soon as they hit the water, that's a bite within 10 seconds. That's a bit crazy. So we'll try and put this one out and sit on it for a little bit, and hopefully we'll find something even bigger with this. Otherwise, I'm sitting here and both rods are going. I'm not knowing which one to strike, and yeah, that's quite hectic. I'm sure I'll slow down a bit once it gets dark, and hopefully the bigger fish will move in and the smaller fish will move out. We've had a few at quite nice size already, but it'd be even better if we can get some 2 or 3 times that size. Not being greedy or nothing, but you know, we're here to catch a few fish, and bigger ones would be cool. Yeah, another bream. It'll be jubbly. Getting a few of these now. Hey! I'm already covered in slime. I don't need loads more on me. Nice. Plonk him in the net and keep going. But so far, so good. We're finding quite a few fish. They come into corn, they come into worm, they come into maggot, pellet. They're literally taking whatever I put down there. It's pretty crazy. But all good fun, but I reckon that will slow down a bit once it gets dark, which it will be quite soon. But I've got my lights and stuff with me tonight because we're fishing in the dark for a while. That was the plan. Just thought I'd get here in the light and set up in the light, but interested to see what happens after dark. So let's see. Right, I'm going to get this rod back in the water. Another species, Mr. Roach. Not a bad size either. Quite a nice fish. Lovely jubbly. Fish on again. Another breamy. God, my whole towel is all slimed up now. Getting loads of these. Oh, I don't know. Still the odd boat going past, but nothing too crazy. I switched over to just sweetcorn baits now, just targeting the bigger fish. Mainly picking up Bream and Roach, so that's what we'll stick to for a little while. God, the slime on there. That slime's sticking to me everywhere. Where my legs go up the top. Normal stuff though. Even the bottom of my line might even need renewing soon. Getting a bit rough. I'm literally on this rod, I'm just literally one piece of corn, one kernel. That's it. That's all it needs. Blodger groundbait. This mix I've done in here, this groundbait is like a sweet strawberry mix. It's working quite nicely. Fishing down the centre and just off the centre. Both seem to be working okay. Definitely quieting down a bit now. Just getting the odd boat. A couple of swimmers down that way. They were having a barbecue, but they've all gone in now. It's cooled down a bit now, you see. It's time to put the old jump on in a minute, I think. I've got the suit sitting there in the car if I need it, but I don't think it's going to get that cold. Well, I hope not anyway. So I've been fishing the red strawberry corn against just normal corn, and the red's not getting the bites. Don't want to know on that red. I've had a couple of bites on it, but out of about 5 casts, they're not really touching it. But as soon as I put the yellow back on, within 30 seconds, bang, 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 I'm getting bites again already. So back onto the yellow. Another boat flying down the river. Keep on flying down, then as they see me fishing, they sort of slow down a bit further down the river. I'm going to put this one out with no groundbait in the feeder and just see what happens this time. Hopefully this boat's going to move over and realise that I've got my rods out in the middle there. There's a lot of activity on the surface, a lot of little fish surfacing and swirling about. But they're only little rod and roach, so nothing big, sort of thing. Nothing to worry about. Right. Guess what she's rod tip. Evening. So even though it's nearly dark, we've still got boats going through. Did come down for about an hour, but they've picked up again. It should go really quiet as soon as it gets dark. Not many people go out in their boat in the dark. Most people are out sort of early morning during the day, and then more up for the evening, go and have their dinner and then go to bed sort of thing. So hopefully things will settle down now and start getting a few fish. Obviously we caught a fair few already. For the time we've been here, it's not bad at all. Bites have seemed to sort of slow down a little bit now, compared to when I was casting out a little while ago, when I was just whacking out there and within 30 seconds I was getting a bite. It's not doing that now. Hopefully, oh, he throws a big, huge thump on the rod and then a slack liner. That was pretty good. Feels pretty nice. Yeah, I was chatting away to you there then, and rod went bang, bang, and then slack lined me. Mr. Bream's coming in. So you should just be able to see this one without me putting my lights and stuff on. Not too bad, not too bad. Getting a few quite nice ones, haven't we? Right, let's get it in the net and see what else is out there for us. Cool. It's all slimed up again, as usual. Right, I'm going to put this rod back out and then I'm going to sort my lights and stuff out so you can still see me once it gets dark. Well, it seems since it's got dark, the bites have completely stopped. And a couple of small taps on the little rod, and that was pretty much it. I'm going to move them about a little bit, swap the baits around a few times, and see if we can find a few more fish. As you can probably see, it's pitch black now. So I've got my lights, film lights, got my headlamp, got some more lights down here, got lights on the rods, so we're doing fine. Right, let's see what we can find there. Still got boats going past. Mr. Bream, a bit grassy, all good. Right, let's get him back in. Yeah, I can't believe there's still boats going down on the dock. As you can see. Can't see. So as you can see, we've got the light on the tips. I can see them quite nicely. It's just down there. It's creating a few bugs to come around, but they're not really annoying me too much because they're staying over that side sort of thing. Oh, here we go. Right, oh, it nearly went right round then. Should have struck out really, but I'm holding the camera. Is it going to go again? Well, it looks like the old tour boat's going out in the dark. I think they do like an evening party thing. It's all lit up nicely, isn't it? Well, we just picked up a much bigger one. Lovely jubbly. Nice big old beast. Got a bit of a wound on its tail, look. Fairly fresh as well. All good. Let's spin it around. Quite a clean fish otherwise there. Nice. And they're getting much bigger. What I like to see. Awesome. Largest one in the net. Oh, the bugs are absolutely driving me mad, but otherwise, it's quite nice out there. Got the bottom half of my suit on now. Just because it's a bit damp and gone foggy, but nothing to worry about. Deal with that. Right, let me get this light back off, because that's driving the bugs all mad, as you can see. They're all around my head, and I need to get the other rod rebaited back in the river. Taking much longer to get a bite now. Sometimes it's even taking 15-20 minutes, something like that, but the fish are getting bigger, so that's what it's all about. The bugs are driving me mad. Right, let's get this one back in the water. It's quite a weird thing to see coming up the river in the middle of the night. Just a big old party boat coming back. It's been a while now. Don't know how long it go out for, but it'll go out for quite a while, I think. Pretty bright. If he can just keep his head like that for me, I'll bet the fish lovely. Good feel. It's far enough across, not go across my lines or anything, so that's good. Look at the mist going down the river as the boat come through. Got a couple of bats flying around and they keep flying into my lines. Hopefully I'll try and pick up on camera. They're literally just going round and round in circles. They've been doing it for about an hour. They're still going around the bubby. Just got to catch them in the light. You can sort of see them every now and again. There's actually 3 or 4 just doing circles around the top of me. They're coming into view, and you can see them just fly straight through. They look like they're tiny, but they're actually quite big. I think they're attracted to these bugs that are hanging around the light. But obviously, because I'm close to them, they're not quite coming that close. Don't know if I'll keep coming around if I put my light on, but I'll try it. One just flew to the ground there. No, I scared him when we light. That's a shame. Loads of them. It must be over there. They're just chasing each other around. Well, we found another one, and it's a decent size again. No, don't need a leaf on it, do we? It must be in the net. Lovely jubbly. Nice. Bites are not very quick at the moment. I'm having to wait for them, but they're decent sized fish, so can't complain. Spin it round. Even putting this fin up, like I did for a minute. Lovely. Let's get it back, see what else is out there for us. And another one. Not so big this time. It's not bad, that's alright, but not as big as that last one we had. Still a nice fish. So that was a bit stranger. We got one on the big rod and one on the little rod, literally within a couple of minutes of each other. Otherwise, that's been probably quite half an hour. But can't complain. There's obviously the shoal just come back through. Let's see if we can get some more going. Get these rods back in the water. Down and got another one. Lovely jubbly. Looks like us just Bream tonight. At the moment, we had that nice roach earlier, didn't we? It'd be nice if some other species move in as well. But I'm just putting them back now. If I get like a really big one or a couple of nice ones that I could do a thumbnail with, then I'll keep them in the net. But otherwise, I'm just plonking them back in now. Right, let's get this rod back in the water. Time's 9:30 now, I think. We haven't been doing too bad. We're getting bites on both rods again, so let's do it. Lovely jubbly, we've got a nice bronzy here. Well, yeah, if I can hold it. Sliming the hell out of me. God. No, it's just absolutely covered me in slime. Look at this lot. Alright, let's get it shown. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Come on, fishy. Nice fish, good size. Bugs are getting in my ears and stuff. Quickly trying to show the other side. They're hard to turn around at this size. Lovely jubbly. Not bad. Right. I'll go back in. Oh, a little way down now. Look at this. And again, absolutely slimed to bits. That's part of doing this, but a bit crazy. My arms are snotted to pieces. Yeah. Yes, I'll definitely be going straight in the wash when I get in. All my fishing gear, or I'd literally just strip down when I get in from a fishing trip, and that all gets a good old hot wash. Excuse me. Choking on me own. Some of it sort of wipes off, but you do end up literally covered all over. But we are finding some bigger fish. It'd be lovely if we could find some pinch and stuff like that as well. I think we've got on a shoal of Bream at the moment, and there's not loads of them, but they're a half decent size. So let's get this rod back in the water. Well, we've got a booty here, biggest one of the night so far. Look at that beast. Nice. Lovely fish. Getting some really good sized ones now. Slide it back. Oh, I think I got slimed again. And it's taken quite a long time to get a bite. Sometimes half an hour. But when we're hooking up, I missed a massive bite a while ago. I went then it pulled right round, struck into it. It started taking me down the river, and it came off. I don't know what that was. Certainly wasn't a Bream. It was definitely a fish because I could feel it jaggering. It was almost like a perch jagger, but there's no way it was a perch. It was way too big for a perch. Right. Get this baited back up. Get it back out there. It's 10 o'clock now. We've got a couple of hours left. Let's see what we can do. I probably would have stayed all night, to be honest. But because I've got to be up at sort of 4:30, I need to get back for 12 really, or I need to go leave at 12. I'm not going to get home until 1:15. By the time I get washed up and have something to eat, I'm only going to get 2 or 3 hours kip. And then I'm going to be working again, so I ain't really got a choice. Right, I'm going to get this rod back in and make the best of the time we've got. Tonight, really thick fog just lifting up the river. You sort of, I can only just see the tips even with the light on. It's quite weird. Don't think I'll even film it, just a fog light is foggy. Still getting bites, I just missed a really good bite again. Tap, and then just all round. Definitely a bream. But I missed that one. Got a couple of owls either side of me in the trees talking to each other. You might hear them in the background. There's a lot of planes going across over to Norwich Airport. You'll probably hear that one. Bugs seem to calm down a bit now that fog's got nice and thick. Still ain't got my top half on, still in my jumper. Not too bad, I'm not too cold. I had to put my bottom half on though. It's any good stuff like that. Some holding fish and bringing the net up between that and stuff, taking the fish out of the net. Get wet, so it's better to have your bottoms on. Oh, that's a bite. Oh, really? I had a huge bite then. I missed it. That ain't good. Stripped a bunch of worms out off there. Could have been absolutely anything, but probably a bream. Slide the weight back down. That's kind of a bit of a line, which I don't want it to be. I want it to be fairly close. You want the gap between the feeder and fish pick it up and go whoosh. There it goes. Yep. Right, let's get a juicy worm on and I'll show you what I'm putting out there. Most fish are coming on worm, maggots, and sweetcorn. Actually, saying that, I haven't really tried pushing the pellets too much. Might put another one on in a minute and see how that goes. I know they like them as well in the boards. So I'm basically doing that with the hook in the middle. Hopefully a big old fish come along, chomp it up. Still dipping it in there on ground bait every time. I'm actually putting as much as I can possibly get in there now. We'll get quite a bit out there on the bottom. Nice and stodgy, so that goes down because that's about 8, 9, 10, 11 footers. It's all different around this area, but it's pretty deep. It's not like 3 foot, 4 foot. Right, it's back in the water. See if we can get another bite. Not miss the next one because I missed 2 in a row. Ain't that good, is it? Crazy, the boat going down the river. No lights on whatsoever. Here we can see anything, I don't know. Fog's sort of cleared enough you can just about see the rods, can't you? That's what I was on about. It's got really, really thick, foggy, misty. Can't really see the orange tips so much now, can you? But you can see the mist. Can't believe that boat's going down the river. It's doing pretty well not to hit anything. Maybe when you're out there coming down the river, maybe your eyes adjust and you can just sort of see the both sides of the river sort of thing. So I'm coming late before on the sib and still been able to see where I was going. Well, I've got an absolute monster here. If you thought the other ones were big, wait till you see this one. Oh Jesus! Beating me up, slapping me around. That's absolutely covering me. It's gonna be really fun to get it in the camera. Oh, it's heavy. Look at that. Oh God, that is a beast. Spin it around as well. Oh God. Try to. Look at this lot. I'm absolutely covered. But what an awesome fish. They've just been getting bigger and bigger all night. And then to go and get that, that's just unbelievable. I wasn't expecting one that big tonight. I was expecting to get a few, but size wise, I was expecting sort of, I don't know, 4-pounders, maybe a 5-pounder. Not nearly a double. Well, not a double, that's £9. Still over £9, aren't I? I'm literally swimming in slime. Legs and unbelievably good. Not really coming off anymore because there's more on me and on the towel on there is. Clean bits to wipe it anymore. Right, I need to get this rod back in the water because I'm starting to run out of time now. So you never know, I might get another big one. Well, I don't know what just happened there, but I had a and then my rod just flew down the river, and I mean flew. I went like that, ting. The line will come in like this. Feels like it's all grated. I don't know what that was. That was a heavy fish. That was just took me straight off down the river. I'm gonna guess that was probably a pike. Probably took someone that was eating my bait. Or I could have even took a bait. I've had pike take a bunch of worms quite a few times now, and I've actually landed them. But that was crazy. Down the river like I was attached to a boat. That was unreal. But you could feel it was a fish. So it was going mental. That's annoying, that is. Lost all the gear, obviously, but I can soon set it one up again. I've got spare. Ain't got a lot of time left now, though, but still got the other rod out. I'm still going to set it up, though. As always, keep them set up ready. Oh, it's really grated up, all right up there. They got the old heart going. I wonder what. I was thinking, what the hell is this? You know, like when you get a big carp and they go along the bottom, like 30, 40 pounder, I mean, like big, you know, that was doing that. And then that kicked. Off out went. There's nothing I could have done. I couldn't stop it. I've only got a £6, you know, feeder line on there. It's not going to do nothing for a. Could have been a 20, 30 pound pike, you know, it could have been anything. It's pretty crazy. Right, let's get a step back up. Still can't get over that. That was absolutely crazy. That was a proper river monster, that was. I reckon that was a really big pike. That was thumping the rod. Unbelievable. It's back out there now. Just cast it back out. And they're going to bring the one back in and give it a rebait and get some more groundbait down there. Session's becoming crazy now. I've now gone and got another big one. Lovely jubbly. Size of that. That is a beast. Behaving really well as well. It's turned into a really crazy session, isn't it? I don't even need to say any more, do I really? I'm just getting silly now. Let's get him back into the water. Big old splash, loads of more slime. That only took about, I don't know, 15 minutes to get that bite. Pretty cool. There's definitely some good fish down there. I'm not getting loads of bites, but I ain't getting pestered by skimmers. I'm getting every fish is, at the moment, a really big fish. Right. Let me get this rod back in the water as quick as I can. Well, this is getting silly now. I've got another one. Jesus. I've got a massive tangle that went through both rods. Give me quite a good fight, to be fair. Ugh. Lovely fish. Certainly had a serious weight of fish tonight, haven't I? Hate to think what it is, but it's pretty high. Woo, 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 woo. Well, we've got another one. It's not a massive one like them other ones, but it's okay. Whee! Ooh. Well, we're still getting the bites. I just lost one halfway in on the littler rod, which looked like a really big fish. And I just had that one, so get them back out. Well, it's been a bit quiet for about 45 minutes. And then I just had this beast. So I'll get it in the frame. The size of that. That is a beast. Oh. If we can turn it around. I was trying to behave. That is a big old fish and it's really wide as well. That's a beast. Get it back in. Just step forward because it's a long way down now because the tide's going down. Just to give him a bit of... Oh yeah, that took probably nearly an hour to get that bite, but every time we do get a bite, most of them are really lovely fish. Can't complain. Oh, got to poke the other rod as well. Right, I'm going to get this other rod back in. I've already gone over my time what I'm meant to be here for, but can't not stay when it's happening like this, can we? Hopefully you can see how foggy it is. See that mist coming for water? You can see it a little bit, can't you? It's really bad. What the other rod look like, I can hardly show you, it's so foggy it is. It's weird, I can't really show you, I'm trying to. You can see it coming for water there. I'll catch it in the right light. It's doing it all over. Well, we're still getting bites. It's taken a while to get the bites. Sometimes it's taken half an hour. But when we do get them, they're decent sized fish. So can't complain. If I was still sitting here and just pulling in small roach, hand-sized roach and stuff like that, then I probably would have backed up. But because they're very good sized bream, I've carried on for a bit. It's now 1:15, so It's not too often that you get to sit out there and only catch the big ones. We started off in the daylight and we were getting the smaller ones, weren't we? They weren't tiny, but they were, you know, not as big as the ones I've been having. Cool, that fog's really closing in now. Can hardly even see the rods, can you? I'm sitting right in front of them and I'm struggling to see them properly. I can just about see what's what. Only gone and found another one. Lovely jubbly. Got a bit of grass on it, turn it around. Nice. Get it back in. Ooh. Took a while to get that one. Another probably half an hour or so. That's could even been a bit longer than that actually. It's 1:15 now, so time is ticking away, but we're still going. We'll go for a little bit longer. And then that's going to be time to pack down. While you're still catching fish that size, that's hard to pack down, isn't it? So let's get this other rod back in the water. I have missed a couple of bites in the last 45 minutes or so. I've had a couple of like just pulling away, but definitely were bream, but didn't connect with anything. I'm getting lots of little pull downs like that and back up. I think they're just crayfish. So you have to be sort of reel in every now and again and just make sure you still got worm on. Yeah. Right, let's get this other rod back in. I'm knackered. I'm up and down all over the place there. All good fun there. Don't complain when you catch some fish. Well, 2:15. Time to call it. No more bites. But I think I could probably sit here all night till 10 o'clock in the morning and probably still catch fish all night. But it just takes a fair while to get a bite. You're looking at sort of half an hour or so. One of the rods to go, which is not too bad when they're decent sized fish. If they were tiny little rod and roach, no, that'd be annoying. But seeing they're decent sized fish, that's pretty good. We put the old hours in tonight. I think we got here about 6. So we've done 8 hours. Not bad. I probably would have done a bit longer, but I've got no drinking, no food, or nothing like that with me. So I did have a bottle of water, but I finished that hours ago. So time to call it. Time to go and have a drink. Get all washed up. Get this lot off and get it in the hot wash because it's absolutely all over me. I've got bags in the back of the car where I put all this, so I'll be ready to go straight in the wash. Right. I'm going to pull these rods in one at a time. Put this stuff all back together. And put it all in the car. It's been a really good session, can't complain. Had some really good sized fish. And in the beginning when we first got here, I think we had, I must have had about 10-15 skimmers. Yeah, up to sort of £2 or so. And then all of a sudden, we started getting the big boys. Well, they're girls really, aren't they? The big girls, aren't they? We had a couple and I thought that was pretty good, that wasn't too bad. But I think we've ended up with about 10, haven't we? All really good, you know, proper size slabs. Nice bronzies. Been pretty good. With the old tide and that going, they give a good old bump down the tide. It's been quite good fun. Still can't get over that massive fish that we just went down the river. Had to be a big pike, that's all it could have been. Nothing else would have been able to do that. I don't think, well, say nothing else. A big carp would be able to do it, but then there'd be no reason why the line would have snapped. That was all sort of grated up like a pike's teeth had been through it and had all bits coming off it and stuff. Sort of frayed it up. Really sure that was a pipe. Right. So, thanks for coming in. Hope you really enjoyed the video. I've definitely enjoyed making it. And I'll be out again hopefully fairly soon. Back to work in the morning. Working all over the weekend, but I'll see if I can find some more time. We'll get another one done. So thanks very much. I'll see you again soon.